All right, guys, study guide. Go try this on your own before you watch for the answers. Go try it. That way you're ready for tomorrow's quiz. All right, number one, side lengths of a triangle. Remember, the two smaller sides need to be bigger than the longest side. So for the first one, 7 plus 7 is bigger than 7, so that works. Second one, the two smaller sides would be 10 and 12. 10 plus 12 is bigger than 20. Third one, the two smaller sides would be 10 and 2. That's the same as 12, so that does not work. Number 3, or I guess 4, would be 5 plus 8 is 13. That's bigger than 10. Next one, 15 and 17 gives you 32. That's bigger than 31. Last one, 12 plus 15 is 27. It's bigger than 20. So the first one should be all of them except the third one. Number 2, same thing. Two smaller sides, 2 plus 5 is 7. Doesn't work. Next one, 2 plus 5 again equals 7. Doesn't work. Third one, 2 plus 7 gives you 9. That's bigger than 7. And then the last one, 2 plus 7, or sorry, it'd be 2 plus 4 is 6, and that's not bigger than 7. So it should just be C. Number 3, this one makes a triangle because 2 plus 9 is bigger than 10. So A states that. Number 4, the third side, if it was 5 and 9. So 2 plus 5 is smaller than 9. That doesn't work. Next one, 7 plus 5. That would be greater than 9. That one works. Let's double check that the other ones work. Don't work. 5 plus 9 gives us 14. That's not bigger than 17 or 20. Number 5. Which set of measurements make it possible to draw a unique triangle? So remember, that's going to be these notes that we did, or you can look back at the unique triangle intro that had all of those listed. So the first one, two angle measures and a non-included side of 4. So that'd be angle, angle, side. That's it. The other one's two side measures, SS, that's not one. Two side measures of 15 and 10 and a non-included angle. Remember, that spells the bad word. Can't have that one. And then the last one would just be AA. Even though we could find the third one, it's still not a unique triangle. Number 6, same thing. Remember, 3 angle measures would be more than 1. Side measures, SSS. So then we got to check. Is 3 plus 5 bigger than 8? No. C, side measures of 3 and 5 and an included angle. So side, angle, side. We can have SAS. We can't have. So that one works. So SAS it is. And then again, D, side measures and a non-included angle. That would be the bad word again. Number 7, more than one triangle, so not unique. So the first one is side, side, side. That's unique. 3 given angles. That one is more than one because every triangle in the world equals 180 degrees. Number 8. Same thing. This time you're telling whether it's unique, more than one, or none, and you are justifying your answer. So the first one, 7, 5, and 2. 5 plus 2 is not bigger than 7, so this would be no triangle. And this right here, 5 plus 2 not being bigger than 7, that can be your justification. For B, 3 plus 4 is bigger than 5. So this one's unique. And you need to include side, side, side. C, 5 plus 7 is not bigger than 15. So no triangle. D, the two smaller sides would be 6 and 6. 6 plus 6 is not bigger than 12. No triangle. 8, our two smaller sides would be 8 and 4. So 8 plus 4 is bigger than 11. So this one would be unique. Side, side, side. Last two, the smaller sides are 9 and 16. 9 plus 16 is 25, so that is not bigger than 30. So no triangle. Last one, two sides are 3 and 6. What is a possible length for the third side? So 3 plus 6 gives us 9. So it could be 7, could be 8. Or you could have another number that could be the smaller one. So like 2 plus, or sorry, not 2. 4 plus 3 would be bigger than 6. So 4 would also work. 5 would also work. Moving on. Surface area from last week. First one, a cylinder. Remember that a cylinder's net is a rectangle in the middle and then a circle on either side. So it has a radius of 8. So halfway across the circle is 8. And then the height is 10. To find the area of the circle, pi times 8 squared. So that means twice 8 times 8. So 64 pi, or 64 times 3.14, 200.96. Don't forget, this one down here is the same. So either 64 pi or 200.96. The middle rectangle is length times width. The length is the same as the distance around the circle, which we call circumference. So the circumference is 16 pi. Pi times the diameter. So our area of this rectangle, 16 pi times the height is 10. So either 160 pi or 502.4. So then to find the surface area, add them all together. 64 pi, and 160 pi. $288 pi, or if you add them all up after you've multiplied by pi, should also be 904.32. Either answer is right. Make sure if you leave it in terms of pi, though, you don't forget the pi symbol. Next one, rectangular prism. Remember that has 6 sides that are all rectangles. So 1, 2, 3, 4 across the middle, and then 1 on either side gives us 6. It's easiest if you start with the biggest number across the middle. So remember, these are all going to be 10. The next biggest will make the T up and down, 5, 5. And then these sides over here would match up and be the same. And then the corners are left for the smallest numbers. So then to find the area of each rectangle, because they are all rectangles, you just multiply the sides. So this top one up here, 3 times 5 gives us 15. And the one 2 away from it down here would also be 15. The one all the way to the left, 10 times 3 is 30. 2 away from that is another one that's 10 times 3. And then in the middle, 5 times 10 is 50. So this one over here is 50 as well. When you go to add them up, you should have 6 sides, and you should have 2 of each number. And again, you can use a calculator. $190. All right, last section, angles. For number 11, these ones have to equal 180. So 180 minus 118, x is 62. Number 12, these have to equal 180 as well, but we can't just type this into a calculator. 2x and another x gives us 3x, and then positive 3 and negative 6, negative 3 equals 180. To start solving this for x, we add 3 to both sides first. So 3x equals 183. So last step, divide both sides by 3, and x is 61. It did tell us to find all of the angles as well. So now plug 61 in. For the first one, 2 times 61. And then plus 3, 125. For the second one, plug in 61. 61 minus 6, 55. Number 13. These ones are complementary, so they equal 90 degrees. So 2x minus 5 plus 35 equals 90. This time we can combine the numbers. Negative 5 plus 35 gives us 30. So 2x plus 30 equals 90. Subtract 30. 2x equals 60. So then when we divide, x is 30. We already know one of the angles is 35, so you could either do 90 minus 35. That other angle is 55, or if we had plugged in 30, 2 times 30 is 60, minus 5 is also 55. 14. This one has to equal 90. We don't really need an equation for this one. We just have to do 90 minus 75. So x is 15. 2 left. Number 15, remember the 2 opposite angles, if we add those together, equal the outside one. 64 plus 45. This one should be 109. Last one. Remember, these are called vertical angles. They are congruent. So if this one over here is 35, so is this one. Last one. Bonus question. You didn't have to do this one, so you can stop the video if you want to now. But remember, vertical angles are equal to each other. So 5x minus 2 equals 4x plus 17. To solve this one, we have to move x's. Subtract 4x. So now I'm left with x, because 5x's minus 4 leaves me with just 1. X minus 2 equals 17. Add 2 on both sides. So x equals 19. You can plug it back in. Either one, you should get the same answer. Let's check it. So x was 19. So 5 times 19 gives us 95. 95 minus 2, 93. If I check it over here, 4 times 19 gives us 76, plus 17, also 93.